I'm going to start recording. Today we're just going to do a quick rundown of little things you can do for your business, positive steps, and I'm going to show you that group we have on BOD and just show you the value in there of just how if you engage in those little things, what a difference it's going to make. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to start with this one. Slideshow, play from start. So a big thing in this business is there's two ways of looking at it. You can have just a business and just focus on selling and not engage in the groups and it's nothing, or you can find your happiness in it and you can use it to make your world and other people's worlds a better place. Because I mean, we've developed such a community in this group. And I know this year it has been a saving grace for all of us in that it's been a positive place we could come to where people are moving forward, where they're finding their health, where they're, or we could have dived into misery. And I think there are a few of us, this has really helped, once you start going down that path of focusing on the negative and getting lost in your ugliness on your Facebook feed or whatever, you come back to our crew and our group and the value of the products and what we're sharing. And it just helps you find you're happy, but you have to decide that is, it's not everyone's happy. It's not a perfect fit for everyone. And so you have to know who you're inviting. It might not be a perfect fit for them, but it could be a life-changing invitation for them. So you really have to not overthink it. Offer, and maybe you'll help someone else find they're happy too. Figure out what pushes you. What's going to push you to do your work, to check in, to engage with people, to go through your list of to-dos every day, to do your power hour. What is it that's driving you also to do your workouts and to eat well? What is it that's driving you? Is it the drive to just be healthier? Is it the drive to earn an income? Is it a drive to change lives? Digging into that on those days where you just don't want to do anything and you want to sit on the couch all day, or there's going to be days that you really struggle. So figuring out what pushes you and what drives you. And a goal of earning an income is not a bad goal to have, because we need money to do things. So if you can live your best life and earn money while you're doing it, that's a win-win-win-win every which way. What will help you bounce back? So there's going to be days where life throws all sorts of crap at you. And you're going to need something to make you not go dive into that tub of ice cream. What's going to help pull you out? Is it going to be engaging in the groups? Is it going to be reaching out to one of the other coaches, to a friend, to your mom, to whatever, diving into personal development? Sometimes we do just need a break. Sometimes we do just need to say, today I'm not working. Today I'm decompressing. But the next day, you have to get your butt back to work, whether it's going to a job outside the house, whether it's doing this. What is going to help you bounce back? And it's figuring out and knowing when you need to reach out and ask for help, when you have to reach out and make a connection, when you just have to pretend you're sitting on the beach and lose yourself in the memories of that happening when you can't actually do it. And what personal development are you committed to? So this is one of those things that, especially I think all of us, when we started coaching, we're like, personal development, but I don't need any self-help. I'm good. I got this. It's not, you have to look at it as mindset development. And there are books for we need development with parenting, with marriage, with every step of our lives, we can use some support in. You can go to a counselor, you can read a book, you can learn something, you can dig into struggles, or you can just do something that helps you feel more confident and more alive. And there is a book for everything. So there's no one book that's going to be perfect for everyone. And you're going to need more than one book, because ideally you're finished one book and you're diving into another, whether you're reading it in paperback form or digital or audio downloads. But I mean, I've got a shelf loaded, and sometimes I get halfway through a book and it's not, I'm just like, it's just too dry or something. So I move on. I do have a bad habit of not finishing books, but sometimes if it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit. It's like the workouts. If the workout's not a good fit, move on and do something else. So finding a book for where you're struggling. Like if you need help with organizing, you don't want a book that's throwing 500 ideas at you that you can't implement because you're so disorganized, you can't make it happen. You need a book that's going to help you organize right now. And then when you're in the next stage, you're going to need a book that helps you, whether it's confidence, whether it's, we have a big old list, and I think there's one in the file section in our BA group. If not, I'll make sure it's in there, but there is a book for every challenge. And I just donated like 8 different parenting books, because that's not the young kids. That's not the stage I'm in anymore. So it's focusing on the stage you're in and where you need the guidance. So that is that for, I'm going to stop sharing on that. And then I'm going to go in and share. Desktop. I'm going to go, I'm just sharing myself. I am sharing, and I'm going to go here. And in the Beachbody On Demand, I think you've all been in this group, the Badass Wellness Coaching Group. So every day this month, there will be a different share that is about business. And we are 10 days in. Today was passion and perseverance. And if you watch the video that was linked to here, I can't remember her name. She was talking about the struggle web and just making a little diagram. And I drew it. I don't know where I put my book. Anyways, it's just putting your struggles in what you've done. So it's to give you ideas of things you can talk about on social media, because people want to know what we struggle with and what we do to overcome it. So whether it's, and not just now, but things in the past, like when you started your journey, when you started your health and fitness journey, or earlier in your life, things that, because often there's things that we struggled with when we were younger and they stick with us. Like I was always the tall girl and I was always the heavy girl. And still, I don't think I could be much fitter right now for where I am, but I still struggle at times with like, I don't know, you're always the tall, big girl, if that's what you have in your head, right? You've got those things. So how you get past that. And so that's something I need to share more about. Like, I look at a picture of before and after, or what do I do? I get that in my head. I read personal development. I know, and it doesn't even matter those things. It's being comfortable with who you are and confident in who you are and knowing you're doing the best things for your health. And well, the story of like, people call me skinny and I'm like, what are you talking about? For my height. Yeah, I'm tall and trim, but that's not a word that's ever connected with me before. Like and it'll never be because I'm like, what are you talking about? But they're comparing you. They take your part and they put it into their story. So they compared to them, compared to what their goals are, you are skinny, you are fit, you are. So, all of us have been working on our health and fitness and made great progress. And so we share bits of that and people think, oh, I can do that too. I can make those changes. People will pull in what they relate to. So sharing how you're changing in the little aspect. So I encourage you to watch that. It's like the 6-minute part in that video, but also the positive changes and share from that too. And so the goal each day is just to share a little blurb. What was your favorite task of your power hour? And then Tabitha talked about Success Club in here. So if you want to hop on and share something about business and share something that's working for you or your goals, that's a great positive thing to do. Sharing our favorite apps for the business, how we're working on our videos and our pictures. And someone in one of our other groups asked the other day, how do you get action shots? Well, we take videos and then we just save a picture from the video. It's really nothing fancy. And there probably are some super intricate ways you could do that, but we just like, sometimes it's scrolling back and forth on your video to find an action shot that's not blurry. But there's so many different apps, and a few of us have shared some of the tools we use in here. And it's for the pictures, it's for the sharing, it's for the keeping track of people, like people you talk to. You should be writing names down of people you talk to or people you want to talk to, and then notes from your conversations. So in 6 months, when you follow up, like if they said no and you go and talk to them again, you remember, oh, right, they were joining the gym. Let me ask, how's the gym going for you? Because then you have something specific to ask them about. There's just more posts in here. There's more fabulous ones coming up. Recommendations for personal development to get a winning mindset. And going into a conversation, if you're going to talk with someone or even post, going into your post with a positive mindset with, oh my gosh, this is going to resonate with people, or knowing like everything that you're sharing about all of these products, you know, they work. If you're not using them and you're not sure about them, don't post about them, because then you're going to be like, well, I think this is what happens if you use this. Share about what you're confident in. You like, what could you do a TED Talk on? That's what you need to be sharing about. Something, I'm sure some of you will say nothing, but I bet there's something you're an expert on. I mean, Angela, you could probably share stuff about your Vizslas. Like, you're probably an expert on them compared to people, especially people who are non-Vizsla owners, like sporting dogs. And that's how you just get conversations going. And then, wow, you go for that long a walk every day. That's amazing. People don't do that. Like a lot of people, that's so crazy for them to think about that. So just sharing things like that, and people, oh, okay, how do you get fit enough? Or how did you lose the weight to feel confident to do that? It's sharing just little things. So I encourage you to check in with this group every day, comment, share something that's working for you, ask questions. We've got a number of different places you can plug into for further learning. Once you're making sales and you have success clubs, we've got a message pod that we have going now. Once you are ready to really dive into the business and want more, we have a push group on Facebook. We don't want to overwhelm though. So when you're learning, being in 5 different business groups it's too much. And we don't want to throw you in all the places at once. So when you're ready to take it up a step, let us know and we can plug you in. So I'm going to stop my share. And I just want to know what's like questions, struggles. Michelle Size is ready to come alive and take this month by storm now. Tabitha's already at 4 Success Club points. 2, she's like, I don't even know how I got these. That's how awesome she is. They're just like throwing Success Club points at her now.
You know why? Because she talks to people. She connects with people. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's gold right there, guys, is just connecting with people. And my upline mentor said to one of her live videos today, she said, your power is in your posture. So the way that you're coming in, and people can feel how you feel. People can feel confidence. People, if you're coming in and you're approaching people with a negative mindset, if you think people aren't aware of that, you know, not to say you have to fake it all the time, but you know, you have to get yourself, and personal development, I think, is the key to that. It's just getting yourself in that right mindset, building your confidence, just getting that posture so that, you know, when you're talking about what we're offering, you know that it's the best friggin' thing they're ever going to do. And we have to lead with that, because if we don't, and we tiptoe around things and we don't invite people, we don't have a business. So connecting is everything. And Tabitha is an incredible example of that, because she knows every time she focuses on connecting, guess what happens? Things happen. It's for all of us. It's the same for everybody. Connection is everything. The perfect post and all that stuff, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not saying that those things don't have to play a piece of it, but really talking to people is what it's all about. Just like what Nicola was talking about, and engaging with each other. Like that group, those posts you're putting in there, Nicola, are absolute gold. They're gold. That is beautiful layout of everything. And we should just be interacting in there way more, because we can help each other get through this, no matter what stage of the business you're in. If you're brand new, or if you've been in it for 10 years. So,
and
yeah.
The community guide group is also such a great place to add customers to, or potential customers to, just to give them information. And then those, you know, 2 or 3 times a week, there's going to be those engagement posts. And as a way to learn things about people. And some people will never engage. Some people will go in there and never really look at the post. But then when you like once a month, when you check in with them, you're like, oh, have you had a chance to look at the post in the group? And they're like, oh, no. So you tag them on something, or that then they can go and look, and you can show them like the sale this month, or whatever's going on. It's just it gives you an easy lead into a conversation. So, but connections and making sure you're talking to people and not going in with that, okay, how do I get 2 Success Club points from them? It's just going in about, how can I help them? You know, the over focusing on points is not where we want to be. It's focusing on how I can help these people and get them the best value. And the best value is typically the challenge pack that does get you the 2 points, but it's not like, I'm all about getting people the biggest bang for their buck. And my gosh, I mean, I just approached someone who I said, you don't even look, I mean, if you don't even look at the Shakeology and the performance line, getting the pack, you get the nutrition plans, and that the value in those. So if you have someone who's not interested in supplements, I mean, don't even, oh, by the way, you also get a bag of Shakeology thrown in. You can cancel it after the first month. Hey, they might decide they fall in love if you follow up the right way. And that's another thing, weekly follow-ups with your people. Once they get their Shakeology, 2 days later, oh, have you tried it yet? What recipe did you follow? We really have to dig into that, because that's what people aren't going to use a product unless they see the benefits from it. And if they're only, it's like kind of started eating healthy, kind of sort of having my shake every so often. Well, why would you have it some days and not others? People forget at the beginning. If they don't have it for breakfast, if I don't have it for breakfast, if I'm in a regular routine and I change things up, I'll be like, oh, it's dinner time and I forgot my shake. I get it. So helping them plan to put it in their meal plan. That's once they're planning their nutrition, it's easy to put it in their meal plan. But anyways, I want to keep this short and sweet, so we can share the recording and have a short and sweet recording. But that kind of, if that bod group, and that's something we can potentially run every month, if we want, if it's providing value, but or giving people access to those or whatever. But it's consistency. It's showing up every day and doing the thing. Michelle. It's late night.
Bedtime.
Is tonight your night you taught too, or that was last night?
Both.
Yeah. Oh, both.
Yeah. It's controlled stretch time.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, I know Brittany got off here, but hopefully she'll watch the recording. And I wanted to tell her goal can be the same as mine. She has to go back to work next week, and she's really dreading it and doesn't want to work. So that's the biggest goal that I have, is to be able to quit working nursing full time. So I wanted to tell her that, but she got off too early. I'm sure she had to take care of a baby, but